Hi friends, I'm Smita and welcome to my channel Divine Vibrations. How are you all doing today? We have all gone through a very intense month of May with so many retrogrades happening and then the full moon eclipse in Scorpio that happened. This lunar eclipse must have brought up a lot of shadows for everyone. I know it has been very difficult for myself also and for many people around me who have spoken to. It has been a very difficult week. So I hope you all have recovered. You are all feeling fine and much better as the energies have become lighter now since yesterday. You may still not be 100% okay, but there are many lessons that you have learned and we are all recovering and recuperating as Mercury is going retrograde while I speak today. So let us see what June is bringing for us. Trust me, there is not going to be any respite in this energy in the month of June because from 1st June, Mars will be transiting into the sign of Cancer, which is directly opposite to Capricorn. And remember, Saturn went retrograde on 23rd May, so it is bang opposite the retrograde Saturn. Cancer is a very watery and emotional sign, we all know that. It is also the sign of the home environment. And the fiery Mars, which is the divine masculine embodiment or the warrior embodiment, feels very debilitated or weak in the sign of Cancer. And opposite it, aspecting the retrograde Saturn, is also weakened because of its retrograde motion. So this month may feel like driving a car with the handbrakes on, not moving forward, dragging forward, pushing forward. Mars, the planet of passion and energy, is feeling very weak. Saturn, who's the disciplinarian, the karma planet, the strict teacher who pushes us to move forward, is also retrograde and weak. It will take a lot of motivation and a lot of strength to move forward at this time. Then we will have on June 10th the new moon, which will happen in Taurus in the Mrigashira Nakshatra. This will be a major solar eclipse when the Sun, Moon, and the Rahu are joined in the sign of Taurus. This will again create an environment of obstruction and obscurement and possible confusions. Mercury will be in its retrograde motion and it will be in the mix. It is going back into Taurus on 4th of June to enter this mix that is happening there. So we could all be experiencing a big feeling of instability, unexpected changes or events that may cause significant delays in our life or temporary stallings, or just our projects suddenly come to a stop, our relationships may come to a breakup or stop, no, our job may be in a limbo, our projects may be in a limbo if you were expecting a contract or order or a project, expect to face some delays in that. This is also not a good time to, during Mercury retrograde, to invest your money here and there. Be careful, be conservative about spending your money. The Sun will transit into the sign of Gemini on June 14th and it will remain there till July 16th. Gemini is the mental sign, the sign of thinking. So we may be thinking about the storms that have recently passed us or that have happened in our lives, the storms that are still brewing in our lives, in our job situations, in our projects, in our contracts, in our homes, in our relationships. Everything has been very stormy during the eclipse times. So when Sun moves into Gemini, it will be help in reorganizing, reconnecting and editing our forward motion, our plans that we had for our life. We will relook at them. We will relook at our projects, our jobs, our relationships and the plans we had for them for a future, we will relook and try to re-evaluate, do they really mean that much? Do the path we had chosen, does it really matter anymore? The relationships we had, do they really matter anymore? Are they that important in our life? And we might decide to refocus our attention, refocus our energy in a new direction and reorganize everything. The confusion, the destruction that the storms have left behind within ourselves and around us. This will be a good time to clear that debris, clean that path, clean that situation, clean your heart, and start new. Start building anew. I always say it is good. Destruction is a very good thing. When everything gets destroyed, then we have space to create something new, right? Time to reorganize your mind, your heart, and reevaluate where you can start rebuilding anew. This will be a good time to revive our old projects that we have shared. It will be a good time to reorganize our workspaces, to edit what we have written or done in our past, and to reboot our life once again, to start building anew. On June 20th, Jupiter is also going retrograde and it will remain retrograde till October 17th. It is in Aquarius, it will retrograde in Aquarius, then in the month of September it will enter Capricorn and interact with Saturn and then come back on October 17th. It will move forward and again in November it will enter the sign of Aquarius. So Jupiter and Saturn in retrograde motion during all the summer months may surprise us at how things are progressing. Some issues that we may have had anxiety about and thought it would never move forward will move forward very easily and quickly. And what we thought would grow quickly and easily, we could find obstruction and become stunted. Because when the major planets Jupiter and Saturn are in retrograde motion, we can never predict how they will react or what effect they are going to give us. Remember, all the effects will be majorly shown in the house where these planets are placed in your horoscope. Then Venus transits into Cancer on June 22nd and it will remain in Cancer till July 16th. When Venus will move out of Gemini and into Cancer, it will be a quick transit, not too long, and she moves in conjunction with the fiery Mars, who is also occupying Cancer at this time. Venus will catch up with Mars at 26 degrees of Cancer on July 12th, after which the two will travel together into Leo. So between June 22nd and August 11th, we will see this conjunction of Venus and Mars, the divine masculine and divine feminine, moving together through the signs of Cancer and Leo. They will be together, so we may expect some dance there of our masculine and feminine energies within us. Some balance or some interaction that will come within us of our masculine and feminine energies. If we have been too emotional and too triggered and too cranky and too sensitive in the last few days, or we have been too aggressive and too logical and too egoistic, we will find a balance between the two because our masculine and feminine energies will be coming together. So we should meditate a lot at this time to attain that balance and get the answers within us. Then Mercury will go direct in Taurus on June 22nd. All these retrogrades and the eclipses together with strong Rahu have surely brought up within all of us those flaws and weaknesses. All of them have been revealed within ourselves, within others, within our projects, our jobs, our relationships, what was not working for us, what was wrong there, how we were behaving in a bad way, how the other person has not been behaving fairly with us, where we have been compromising, where someone else has been compromising, and where we have been unfair, where someone else has been unfair, where we have been wrong, where our inner child is getting triggered, where our issues of abandonment, our issues of rejection have been activated, and where we are behaving out of our old childhood wounding and pains and traumas, that all may have been brought up because of the eclipse. So when Mercury move directing Taurus, it will help us get a pause there from that upheaval. This Mercury direct will help us get more peace and help us get more grounded in this very unstable and confusing environment. So it may be a very good time to assess and analyze yourself, your resources, your projects, your plans, and think about what you want in the short term and in the long term. Your goals, your dreams, reassess, reevaluate. Do they really mean something? Do they don't mean anything? What you wanted, that may have changed. What you were valued may have changed. What you didn't value may have changed. So you have been changed somewhere in this eclipse season. And now you have to reassess and reevaluate everything within your life. What you want and which direction do you want to take your life. So this will be a good time to do that. Then finally we have a full moon happening in the sign of Sagittarius on June 24 in the nakshatra Moola. This full moon is fostering an environment where our high hopes may actually play out in positive direction. Sagittarius is a sign of freedom, traveling and dharma. Currently Sagittarius is receiving a lot of positive energy and support from Jupiter and Ketu. As ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter and ruler of Moola Nakshatra is Ketu. In this full moon we will get the benefit of Jupiter and Ketu, which will help us to detach, to be free and to move forward and expand. So let us see now what the cards have to say for us for the month of June. Hello my dear Libras, welcome to your tarot card reading. How are you all doing? I would suggest you to check your sun, moon and rising to get a bigger and better picture about the energies for the month of June. I feel Libras are having a very volatile energy at this time because the cards are just flipping all over. Take care of yourselves, Libra. So let us see what energy will the month of June bring for you. What energy will the month of June bring for you? You have overcoming obstacles, and I just said I'm feeling your energy is very scattered and distracted. You can overcome anything. So I feel there are a lot of obstacles currently in your life that is making your energy feel very scattered and disbalanced at this time. But don't worry, you have the energy to overcome obstacles at this time. You can overcome anything. The universe is giving you the support and the strength. And if you see in the picture, we have Arthur's sword in the stone, and you have the power to pull the sword out of the stone. So you can overcome anything, absolutely anything at this time. The universe is giving you the power to clear those obstacles. So don't worry, stay focused and keep moving forward. So let us see what June will bring in your money and career. How will the month of June be for your money and career? You have the Knight of Rods and you have the Eight of Cups. So maybe the obstacle that you were facing is something in your work. You have been in a situation or in maybe job or partnership or project or a working space that has been very emotionally draining for you, very disbalanced, very unfair, not fulfilling, not satisfying for you, and you are finally deciding to walk away from it. Your passion and your excitement have been restored. You have the energy now to move out of this situation. You are moving forward out of this situation. See, both of these people are facing this side. So you're moving towards your future. You're getting out of this situation of disbalance. You're ready to climb this mountain and move towards the Nine of Cups, towards fulfillment. You have the energy and the passion and the excitement to overcome these obstacles at this time, which is wonderful. So let us see how it will affect your home and family. How will the energies affect your home and family? You have the Seven of Pentacles. So you have worked very hard at something. You have planted some seeds in your home and family. and you are waiting for results, you are waiting for something. It could be a childbirth, it could be change of home, it could be waiting for something new to come into your life, getting the results or fruits of your labor. Maybe you are getting married, or maybe you are awaiting a childbirth. It could be anything, but something definitely is changing in your home environment, and you are waiting for that change to happen. It could be a positive or negative change. Whatever seeds you have sown for it, whatever you are awaiting will happen. So let us see what new doors will open for you, Libra, in the month of June. And you have the King of Cups. So I feel that there could be someone who could be a water sign, that is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could come into your life, or it could also mean that there have been a lot of emotional turmoil in your life. We have the Eight of Cups here also, disbalance, turmoil in your life, and finally you have learned the lessons, you have become emotionally mature, you have gained the wisdom, you have learned the lessons, and you are now emotionally mature, and to move forward in your life, you have gained the wisdom that you were seeking. You have understood this futility of the situation. You have understood that you will keep waiting and nothing will happen, and you are now emotionally mature to open a new door in your life. So let us see what cycles will end in your life, what endings will come into your life. And we have the Temperance card. Another sign got the Temperance card here. I think Leo got it here in this very same position. So check out the Leo reading if you have any aspects of Leo in your chart. We all do, of course, but if it's a major aspect, check it out. Because this is also an ending of cycle for Leos also. They got this. So somewhere you have been in that, you have been showing a lot of patience. There are two cards of patience. I think they got the Seven of Pentacles here as well. So you have been showing a lot of patience in your life. You have been waiting for things to get better. You have been trying to adjust, trying to combine, try to create happiness, peace into your life. And you have been waiting and things have not happened, and now you are ready to move out of that situation. You're ready to leave that situation and move out. You're ready to get out of this disbalance and move into a new direction in your life. You're letting go of that patience and that waiting in your life, and you're ready to make the changes. You're now emotionally mature to make the changes from a higher perspective, from a more self-aware position, from a more wise position. More pragmatic decisions will be made by you now. So let us see what good change it will bring within you, what light attribute will the month of June bring highlight in you, what light attribute will the month of June highlight in you. And we have networker. Light attribute reads, enhances unity through the sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. So you are going to be in this networker energy. You will realize that things are not going to come to you by just sitting and patiently waiting, and you will be ready to move forward with the Knight of Wands. You are moving forward, you are networking with people, you will get the right people together, you will share information with each other and try to overcome the obstacles in your life and move forward. That's a good thing, right? You will create more awareness in the people around you, and empathy. So what shadows do you need to be careful about? Bully conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So somewhere you have been trying to be a bully in your life. Check yourself, Libras. If you have been dominating others, you have been trying to be verbally abusive to others, trying to be arrogant and aggressive with others to hide your own insecurities and your own fears. When someone triggers you, you try to bully them instead of accepting your own fears and your own shortcomings and your own insecurities. So if you have been doing that, be careful. That could come up again. Be more humble, be more self-aware. Don't leave that King of Cups energy, be in that energy, be wise, be pragmatic, be more emotionally mature, and don't fall back into this bully ways of yours. So let's see how will your romance and love be in the month of June. How will the month of June be for love and romance for you? You have flirt, and Libras always flirt. Extend your light-hearted energy to others, right? I have so many Libra friends who just keep flirting all the time. So if you're not a flirt, please don't get offended. This was just a fun jab that I'm taking at you, Librans. So yes, the universe are asking you to flirt. See, and who knows to flirt better than Librans, right? So this is a good time for you to be light-hearted, flirt around, and you also have the networking card. So both two cards of being more light-hearted, being more, meeting more people, connecting with more people, being light-hearted, being flirty, and enjoy at this time. If you're getting out of a committed relationship at this time, don't try to jump into another relationship. Just test waters, just network, just flirt, and see where it goes from there. Right? So let us see what blessings and guidance are coming to you at this time. What is the guidance and messages from the universe? You have luck is on your side. Wow! New moon in Sagittarius. And we have a full moon in Sagittarius this month. So the universe is telling you that luck is on your side. You will be able to end those difficult cycles, and you will be able to overcome those obstacles, and you will be able to move forward. So don't worry, the universe is supporting you at this time. Just keep control of your bully state and be in that emotionally mature state and move forward. Luck will support you. So let us see what the angels have to say for you, what the angels want to advise you. Improving health. So if your health has been deteriorating and if your health has not been at its best, take care of it. The universe is saying that your health will improve. The angels are protecting you, supporting you, and healing you at this time. See the green energy, how beautiful it is. So they are improving your mental, emotional, and physical health at this time. You will gain a lot of wisdom in your mind. You will receive a lot of peace. You will also improve your physical health at this time. The angels are supporting you. So pay attention to what you are eating, what you are reading, the people you are surrounding yourself with, the food you are ingesting. Take care of it. So finally, let us see what blessings are coming to you in the month of June. You have a blessing for good work. You were facing challenges in your work, we saw that, and you will receive good work. You need to network, you need to be light-hearted, move forward, make healthy choices, take care of your health, and you will receive a blessing of good work. Good work will come to you. Don't worry, don't be insecure, don't be scared. Don't let your fears overtake your good sense. Be humble, be kind. Remember, luck is on your side. You will be able to overcome all the obstacles and find good work for yourself. Do good to others. Be kind to others. Be compassionate. Do some nice gestures for everyone around you. Give them something good. Be kind to them. Be compassionate to them. And accumulate good karmas, and then luck will support you always. So those are the messages that are coming for you, Libra. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do like, share, subscribe, and comment. Let me know how you like this reading. Thank you so much for taking your time to be here. Take care. Bye-bye.